We focus more on the mind. So I'm quite intrigued to see, as soon as you're getting all ready for the show, is it war with them or is it war with yourself?
Oh, it's kind of a little bit of both, I guess. It's for me to remind them that they can't beat me. But in order for me to do that, I have to analyze what got me there in the first place. And that's hard work, dedication, I'd say a high level of intelligence as to what worked and what didn't. A lot of honesty with myself. Did I give it my all? Every day. Can I, and obviously, can I do better? Usually the question I always have for myself after I win the Olympia, I usually give myself a good 2 days after the Olympia to soak it in. That's it. Because I'm having to go to India to go fight these guys again for the Shrew Classic. So my mindset is saying, okay, I'll indulge, but then I have to focus on the next show. Because what's the most important show? The next one. It's not 10 years from now, it's the next show. So I'm getting ready to start my prep here in a couple weeks. I'm sure I'm going to have, Jay, Kai, Branch, Sean Roden, all these guys in my mind at some point. But ultimately, I've got to beat me. I've got to look at my progress pictures from 16 weeks out from last year and the year before, and to kind of give you guys the secrets here. So I'm taking these progress pictures that I was talking about earlier. I can take my weight, what I was eating, how I look, put them next to each other in the same spot in the gym or in the house, and I can say, wow, 16 weeks out, week 10, I weighed 250, or the next year I weighed 255, but looked harder than the previous year. What was I eating? All this other stuff. So I become very meticulous about it. But it's going to be war with those damn weights, that's for sure. I'm going to beat the hell out of them. I'm going to beat the hell out of some weights.
Big Phil, got a question over here.
Hi, Phil. I'm a little nervous, sorry. I just have a question for you on your journey from being a basketball player to becoming a bodybuilder. What physiques did you really admire and think, I really want to look like that when you were training?
Pretty simple. I wanted to look like Sean Ray, Flex Wheeler, Kevin LeBron all in one. Felt, and Chris Cormier, like I said earlier, I still feel to this day like if I can combine those physiques into one, if that happens to be me, that's unbeatable. Those 4 guys are the guys that carry the best aesthetics, the hardness, the roundness. It was just amazing.
So what's your biggest challenge now? I mean, the first year you won the Olympia, you beat your mentor in Jay Cutler, which is huge because you took out the reigning champion in his backyard of Las Vegas. And then you turn around and you defend the title, and there's some criticism that you look better when you beat Jay than when you beat Kai. So how do you handle that criticism even though you win, and they're saying, well, maybe they thought you looked a little better in 11?
I think every Mr. Olympia did not look the same every year they won. I think also with things such as the internet compared to what it was in Sean Ray's day, people become very, very super critical, and they can become their own judge or whatever it is. But for me, I can't really focus too hard about that because they're not judges. I mean, I hate to say it, someone can say that Kai looked better, and that's great, but you're not a certified judge. I played basketball at a Division I level, which is pretty much one level lower than professional. And I have season tickets to the Denver Nuggets, and I sit there just like this. I sit 4 rows back behind the opposing team bench. And I do that so I can hear what the players are saying. Well, every now and again I get a couple what I call morons or armchair quarterbacks that sit in these other chairs that some season ticket holders sold on internet. And I'll hear their critique of each of these players. Why didn't he dunk that ball? Why didn't he do this? He's stupid, he's this. And I'm looking back at these guys thinking, do you realize what you're saying? You don't have a clue how hard it is to even do this. And it's the same with bodybuilding. I mean, I don't think sometimes people will have the actual eye for what they're really talking about. And to each his own. I mean, some people like the way some people look over whatever. I mean, apples and oranges, whatever you want to call it. Some people like Ferraris, some people like Bentleys. I mean, it's just the way it is. And they're going to argue it till they die. But as far as it being close, a lot of judges got it right. I mean, it was a perfect score, straight first. I mean, if it was like a 3-point victory by my part, I would definitely look at that and say, okay. But usually, I look at fans as fans. They're gonna say it's political BS only because their guy did not win. But if their guy wins, he worked hard, he did this, he did that. So it's gonna fuel Kai, because I know what it felt like being second place, Sean. I know what it felt like being second place and then competing against Jay that next year. Everybody rooted for me in 2011. They wanted Jay to lose, it seemed like. So I understand that now. At the time, I didn't grasp that, but now I grasp it. That the same people that wanted me to win in 2010 and 2011, are some of those same fans that kind of want to see and I talk to people and I go, why do you want, and you know what they tell me? They say, just like sports teams, I just want to see somebody else win the Olympia. I'm thinking, damn, that's kind of messed up. But I do it too. I mean, if I watch the Super Bowl, if I watch the World Cup or this or that, if I watch Usain Bolt run the 100-meter dash, I'm probably going to root for the second or third place guy because I want to see something different. So that's just the fan part, but I can't be focused about that. What I got to be focused about is that everybody wants the title. Everybody's going to train for the title. It's my job to handle my business, execute my game plan, and not give a damn about what they're doing, but only give a damn about what Phil Heath is doing. Stay healthy, stay smart, train smart, and obviously have fun. That's it.
Hi. I was just wondering how you deal with people that doubt you, like haters and all that stuff.
Well, if anyone follows me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and stuff, I kind of make fun of them. Primarily because I know that most guys, they do it as what they call trolling and stuff, so I know they're just talking trash just to do it. Because let's be honest, I mean, a guy that's probably overweight is probably critiquing me, and there's about, what, 7 billion people in this world, and I'm the best bodybuilder in the world? But yet you're gonna tell me that I look like garbage? I have to remind myself who this person is. And half the time it's someone that I've never seen. And they can't really refute something where, like I said, judges got it right. Like but I can't really be focused about the negativity. I have to really laugh about it because I just never thought in my day where I would actually talk trash about someone I don't really know. But overall, is it motivation? Sometimes. It holds me more accountable to prove them wrong than to say, I'm gonna prove you wrong. Because I already proved them wrong. I proved them wrong when I turned pro. I proved them wrong when I won Sean Ray. I proved them wrong when I won Ironman. I proved them wrong when I won first Olympia, second Olympia. I'm gonna prove them wrong again. I'm gonna prove them wrong until I'm gonna prove them wrong forever. That gets exhausting, man, just saying it. How about I just work hard to prove the people that believe in me right? How about I just focus on them for a change?
You're a computer literate guy, and you come from that background, and I know you don't bury your head in the sand when you read the criticism online. Sometimes you might be moved to respond. So what type of a post would you reply to? Is it attack on the family? Is it attack on you personally? Is it an outright rumor or a lie? I mean, when would you engage somebody that's just on the other side of cyberspace that's calling you out on something? What does it take?
Probably the same stuff you get hit with. Yeah, I mean, obviously I look at it like this. I mean, if I'm considered a public figure, I mean, you can come at me however you want. But, make no mistake, even though I'm somewhat of a role model and all this other stuff, if you take it there, I should be able to take it there back to you. And if you get pissed off, because what's happened in the past is someone will say something very, very negative and actually personal. You can talk about my physique all day. Like that, you can say, Kai Green's gonna kick your ass at Olympia. And I go, okay. Like one of my friends, my buddy Val, he was with Jay last night, and he goes, hey Phil, we got a message to send you. And he sent a photo of him and Jay. You know, Jay's doing the Strive for 5 program, you know, and he's going like this. So him and my buddy Val go like this, we got something to tell you, and they both go like that at the gym. They're like, yeah, 5. And I go, that actually equals 10. So I guess that's how many I'm gonna win. You must be talking about me. So I try to make it into a joke, but sometimes, like you said, I mean, my wife's off limits, my stepson's off limits, my dogs are off limits, my mom, Oh man, you go there, I will find you.
Check the IP.
And I will kill you.
Here's another question from over here.
Okay, you mentioned that you started out at college, and I think quite a few people start out at college. And usually at college you lack income, and you can't help but when you read a magazine see all the supplements, all the different products that appear to be used to get people to be bodybuilder size. So the main question being, do you think bodybuilding is an expensive sport? And an even more important one, how do you maintain muscle and motivation when you lack an income?
Well, last part, it's pretty simple to me. I have motivation because I made a choice to get huge. I just did not see failure as an option. There is too much damn motivation out there for me not to stay motivated. I didn't have YouTube when I was getting, and definitely Sean didn't have it. Y'all didn't even have the internet, really.
Thanks.
Y'all had like
8-track players.
Yeah, they had like protein shakes that taste like dirt. At least we got stuff that tastes like cookies and cream, you know what I'm saying? So how can I not be motivated? I mean, I did what everybody does. I got a poster out of the magazine, I put them up everywhere. I actually bought every Mr. Olympia that Lee Haney won. Every one of them. I watched them, and I was excited about watching all those guys compete. I did whatever it took. I fired up the back then it was Napster. I would steal all the music and put them on my MP3 player, and I figure out what music is going to drive me, to lift hard and to go crazy. And sometimes it was actually following what another pro was doing. I bought the same do-rags that Sean Ray had wearing around. You know how Sean, I don't know if you guys know it, but Sean used to wear like the real short shorts with the tank top, and he had the do-rag on with the sunglasses, bumping Tupac and stuff, going to the gym.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be like Sean, so I was like, man, I gotta do do-rag, I gotta do shorts. But to really answer the question, I mean, I had so much going on, and the guys that I was training with were so positive. They just wanted to kill it, and how can you need positive people in your life. I eliminated every person that talked trash about bodybuilding. You talk trash about bodybuilding, you're out. You're out. I want to associate with people that want the same thing I want. And I think we can all agree that positivity brings on more positive results. But being on the college income, I had it worse than most other people because you got to think, even though I was on basketball scholarship, I mean, that was just enough to pay for my books, the tuition, the regular food, okay? Regular food and my rent. So there was no buying a new pair of sneakers or whatever, going out on a date. It was like, if I could buy some frozen chicken on sale and split it between a few other guys, I did it. I was so broke, I remember getting a second job working at a nightclub, being a bouncer, and then once a month, that was back in the day when EAS was around, and they had an employee sale at the headquarters, which was like 30 minutes away from my job. I used to go around and get money from like all my friends, and it would usually amount to like $500. And I would drive one day of the month, and I would go sit outside their warehouse because they would open the doors at 8 a.m. and you would get like protein packets for like a quarter, 25 cents, when it usually costs $5. So I was like, man, I had to hustle basically. I found any type of hustle. If there was I tried to make deals with the guy at the butchery. If I went to the grocery store, it's like, hey, when is this ground beef going on special? He's like, well, when it's almost expired. I'm like, well, my stomach might be jacked up, but I'm gonna figure this out. I mean, I just did what I had to do, but I also wasn't afraid to work. See, a lot of guys feel like they have to do something maybe illegal or whatever to get another job, instead of going out and getting another job. I worked, I had 2-3 jobs. Like, I was not afraid to work 60, 70 hours a week to go fulfill this hobby. But if you want something you never had before, you gotta be willing to do something you've never done before. Hopefully you can do it without, going to jail, be doing something stupid and ignorant. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I did. I was like, well, if I need more money, I just need to go, work more. And I was willing to sacrifice time with my friends. Obviously, my family wasn't living in Denver, so I had no friends. But that's why I worked at a bar, because I figured, well, if I work at a nightclub, I can tell my friends to come through and I can just sit there and collect IDs.